Welcome to Modern Mystic Messages. I'm Teresa. Thank you so much for stopping by today. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back, Soul Family. In any event, I'm so happy that you're here. And we're going to pull some cards today. I was sitting down, kind of like pre-cleansing the decks like I always do, charging the phone a little bit. And I was debating which decks I was going to use today. And I had kind of sort of thought I wasn't going to use these. I had put some other decks in, but I was just kind of sitting there shuffling them, just, idly, just doing so. But the cards that came out of Priestess of Light and Mystic Shaman, I was going to take them because Mystic Shaman can be a little bit brutal. Well, I ain't going to say brutal, but it can be a little harsh sometimes in our introspection. But today the message was a little different. So I definitely want to take what came here, and then we're going to get into some other cards as well. Of course, before I do that, I do want to call in my tarot guides and yours as well. I'd like to ask for Archangel Michael to come in and offer his protection and direction around us for myself and for any of the viewers when they are watching, as well as call in Archangel Michael. I'm sorry, Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain, Yeshua, and Thoth, as well as Archangel Metatron and Archangel Sandalphon. Please be with me. Allow me to be a clear channel for spirit and to provide insight to the viewer so that they can get the messages that they're intended in this reading whenever they're watching it. Ashe. And of course, with it, as with any reading, take what resonates and leave what does not. And it is a timeless reading, so whenever you're seeing it, this is when you're supposed to. But the first cards that I got here were River of Blessings and Wings of Light. So releasing some constraints and becoming something new. Very appropriate since we've been a lot of what we need to release and kind of going through this transition or transformation, metamorphosis, death, rebirth thing that we've had going on. It's been a recurring theme over and over in our readings because we know it's not a one and done. We're kind of going through that gateway, and it's been a difficult ride. I mean, we're releasing a lot of things, and that requires a lot of introspection, a lot of healing. Kind of one step forward, two steps back. Got to go back and heal some stuff, and then may have to release something else, and then go back and readdress and heal from that, and then got to release something else. But it's happening. It's happening. And then we had Spirit of the River, movement towards adventure, and Horseman, Herald of Change, further indicating that this is happening for you, even if it doesn't seem to be an absolute direct progression. It is happening. So, yeah. Now, let's see what else we got over here. And we're going to get a little bit deeper today. I don't know. Yesterday, the fairies kind of spoke to me, so I went ahead and cleansed the deck, and it's sitting over here. It's a little bit deeper deck. I don't use it all the time, so we're going to kind of look at the book a little bit on it, but I think the fairies have some messages for us today as well. And that what was, ooh. Okay. So let's see what we got. Out of the mess comes elegant order. So out of chaos comes order. Your words create worlds. And deliver your greatest gift to the world. So, yeah. Spirit isn't rushing us on this transformation, but it's still kind of saying, chop, chop. Do not give up on this. Follow through, because something beautiful is going to come out of it. And whether you realize it or not, you're here to do something important. Your words create worlds. And your greatest gift to the world may be your words. It may be speaking your truth, or something a truth that's going to be imparted to you, information that you have to share. But it's definitely something that's coming on through with this transformation. Absolutely. Let's see what's coming over here out of the ancient stones. Lay it on the altar, hand it over, soften, surrender, forgive. And it also says there's a gift coming to you. I told you through this transformation there's a hidden treasure here. You're on the right track. There is a gift to be revealed to you, and some kind of fertility here. Open your mind and live into the question. But yeah, truthfully, I really was only looking for those. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's definitely a metamorphosis, a transformation taking place. It's been going on. I know you feel it. You gotta feel it. Those around you probably are like, what's going on with you? And truthfully, for most of us, it probably ain't even all that many people still around you, because you probably had to shed quite a bit of skin through this transformation. That's just it, come along with it. The chosen are a little different because we're set aside for something different. You ain't never been regular, and through this transformation, you're getting more and more not regular. But that's a beautiful thing. So don't fight it. Immerse yourself, training, learning new hobbies and passions. And then King Tide is here with plenty, prosperity, and receiving the fulfillment or the fullness of life. So yeah, there's going to also be, in following this training and learning with like I said, the prosperity comes along with it. In this, out of this mess coming elegant order, and your words creating worlds and delivering your greatest gift to the world. It may require you to undergo some kind of a training program or some further education, whether it's secular or spiritual. And there's going to be some prosperity on the other side of it. It's part of your work. And just because it looks secular to you, don't mean it ain't part of your spiritual mission. Because, like I said, prosperity is your birthright. I want to see what this was sticking up here. Ipana's wild daughter. Huh. I don't know. Let's see if she wants to come back out. Ooh. The maiden and the journeyman are here. Let's see if anything else wants to come out of it. That's a lot. I don't think that's going to be. What's this? Okay. I'm not sure we can take all of these. I just want to see. Oh, that gnome is here. The roar. Gotcha. And the bright. Yeah, we may have to take a look at those. Let me see. We have all that gnome. The roar. Gotcha. The bright mother is here. The maiden. The journeyman. And the singer of connection. I'm going to pull the rest of these cards and then we'll get into them and look at that. See how they go together. Whoa. We got the Five of Pentacles here and the Knight of Pentacles. So some kind of lack, or like I said, or yeah, probably it looks like for a while from with the Knight of Pentacles being out there and the Five, but there's a progression. It'll come. The Queen of Swords is here. Temperance is with the Bright Mother. And the Two of Wands. Okay. The Eight of Wands. Okay. Progress. And the Ace of Wands. Ooh. Two of Wands, Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands. The Hermit is at the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands is at the top of the deck with the Nine of Swords, though. Let's see here. I'm trying to. It's definitely coming out of this period of feeling. I ain't gonna say feeling lack. Five of Pentacles is lack of some sort, usually material. That's a season of struggle. But okay, wow. Yeah, I see. Yeah, you trying to come out of it. The Five of Pentacles is here, but then the Wheel of Fortune comes out. Then the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Lovers. The Nine of Swords is here with the Bright Mother, and Temperance, and then the Queen of Wands is here. Somebody, I'm about to say it had to be a queen or a king coming out with all these wands coming. I'm not surprised. What was this? The Hermit came back out. Whoa. And the Page of Swords. So there's gonna be some progressive movement there. Let me see. Try one more layer and see what's going on with that. We're gonna get into this. Obstacles and challenges. Yeah, talk about that Five of Pentacles for sure. Emotional withdrawal is here. New beginnings are here, and that's good with the Lovers. Authority is here with the Bright Mother and Temperance, and it's Nine of Swords. Destiny, okay. Firm foundation. That's it didn't truly flip. I just need one. Okay, let me try this again. I'm not sure. Wisdom. Okay. All right, so let's take a look and see how these connect, because I'm interested. Like I said, the fact that it came out here with this Five of Pentacles, some kind of a loss, typically of the material. It could just be an attitude, but honestly, it looks like something was preventing you from getting where you needed to go, and most likely, at some point, something was messing with it, your material abundance, because we see this prosperity and plenty coming in, but we started out from this Five of Pentacles position. So let me see, 26. And oh, that gnome, it says this is trickster energy. It talks about creative chaos. We saw out of the mess comes elegant order. Let me see what as far as the reading goes. Said this is the trickster who exists in every world. He comes to us wearing our own faces to fool us into thinking that his ideas are our own. It's time to leap into the air, letting the earth turn beneath you and discover where you come down again. Reasonable risk are okay, even unreasonable risk are probably okay. Use your head and look before you leap, of course, but do something that the actual jump is likely to, but do so understanding. They said, look before you leap, but do so understanding that the actual jump is likely to be very rewarding. No guarantees, but then there never are anyway, no matter how pretty the paper they may seem to be printed on. In the reading, the presence of that gnome tells us that the forces of chaos are at work. Things may not be as they seem, and this may very well be a good thing. Look for the unexpected, find the opportunity in it, and go for it. He says that no matter how confused things may seem, there is a way to make them better, but it is a creative way, one you haven't tried before. He says, think amazing new thoughts. So the reading starts out, like I said, and one of the cards that we had was out of the mess comes elegant order. So it's recognizing that there's some chaos here, and the Five of Pentacles are here, and it may well be that whatever it is just that it's hit your pockets. But he's saying that there's a change coming. Don't be afraid to take it, especially since the Wheel of Fortune is here. But it is recognizing that there's situation here. Oh, that gnome kind of goes along with these obstacles and challenges. And it's been a while coming. This Knight of Pentacles, again, Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but it is a reliable one as well. So don't fret over much about the fact that it's taken a while. It's going to get better. The Rar is pure potential. A Rar in your cards encourages you to be especially attentive to what you're doing with your energy and intentions. Don't get carried away by the Rar's bouncy enthusiasm, but do take advantage of the energy. You can accomplish a great deal with the energy being made available to you. This is a good time. Note that the Rar is not grounded and is not meant to be, but humans need to keep their feet firmly on earth. When you encounter the Rar, breathe slowly, center, earth yourself, be clear about your objectives, and then go for them. So we're getting another that gnome is saying, yeah, they recognize that it's been tough and there's some chaos happening, but go for it. Be careful, but go for it. And now again, we come along with the Rar saying, go for it. It's been a long time coming, but this is going to come to fruition. You can go for it. You've been doing the spiritual work, and that's probably what's been taking so long. You've been putting in I don't want to say the energetic work, whatever this is to you. And that's probably caused a bit of emotional withdrawal. But truthfully, sometimes emotional withdrawal is where our best work gets done. I think the Hermit came out here at some point too. Yep, over here. That's where that foundation came from with this Hermit mode. Now, gotcha. Let me see. Yeah, gotcha is unexpected events, a sudden shock or rude awakening. And honestly, this is right in a good place for it here with these lovers and new beginning and the Queen of Swords. From this emotional withdrawal period, doing this emotional work, coming through this period of chaos, there comes a decision point. This Queen of Swords says enough and starts cutting through. And then we get to gotcha. Let me see. Gotcha in a reading speaks to us a sudden, often violent breakdown of existing structures, habits, patterns, or attitudes. When we become too tightly confined by our own self imposed limitations, including the desire for comfort and security, Gotcha kindly breaks the structure restraining us, whether we think we want him to or not. On a soul level, we know this to be necessary, but our everyday thoughts, we usually get pretty upset about it. However, breakdown can lead to breakthrough. This is liberation, and we often haven't a clue what to do with it. This is usually the beginning of a period of confusion, even disorientation, while we search for a way forward, although we may think we're simply searching for a way back to what we had before. Recommendation: do not try to pick up the pieces and put them back like they were. Consider instead what you would like to build in that part of your life, and this time, remember to leave room for growth. So, this is a beautiful place for this to show up. The Queen of Swords has made her decision to go up, to put an end something over here that wasn't working right. So a new opportunity comes out here with the lovers and these and this new beginnings. And this is kind of like the Fool card, but still new beginning in the lovers here. So whether it's a relationship, an opportunity, whatever, is saying that this Five of Pentacles situation and this Nine of Pentacles, all of that's coming to an end. We're at the turning point here. Temperance is here with the Bright Mother. Let me see. 16. The Bright Mother is creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering. I had to cover her bum. When the Bright Mother is present in the reading, she speaks of a time of fertility, creativity, nurturing ourselves or others. She might indicate marriage or the birth of a child or a deepening of any kind of relationship. She also speaks of giving one's all to life, not holding back. She's like a cornucopia, pouring forth abundance. This may be a time to put the needs of others first, taking care of yourself later. Patience may be needed for the process being discussed. Consider what you have, acknowledge the people and things in your life, good, bad, and indifferent. This consideration is not to judge. These are your present fulfillments, the things you've created for yourself, drawing upon the power of unity in the singers, or not, as the case may be. Once you have looked clearly at what is present in your life, you may want to ask yourself what you want to change. And I think that's what some of this concern was about. But like I said, authority is here to help you through that. Because Nine of Swords says there has been some anxiety about it. But you, like I said, you got the tools and the know-how. I think it's just that it's been going on for so long, and because there was some material lack here as well, you may be kind of tentative about moving forward and making those changes and decisions, but you do have spiritual guidance and help for you. Like I said, it's part of your destiny and you are moving towards it, whether you realize it just yet or not. The Queen of Wands is a powerful manifester, one of the most powerful manifestors in the deck. So, yeah, she's here with the Two of Wands and this Destiny card and the Maiden. So, let's see. Yeah, and the maiden signifies new beginnings and growth. You couldn't ask for a more auspicious card than this if you're beginning something new. Spontaneity, joy, growth, acceleration, and promise for the future are signified here. We must also note that in the early stages of any process, there is vulnerability and a need for protection, shelter, and guidance, but there's also a magical impetus toward burgeoning growth. Trust the process, but take care of the details as well. The maiden is also the inner child who needs to be under the supervision of a competent inner adult in order for her to feel secure and loved. She is not happy when we spoil her. Consider what is growing in your life. Make a list of your hopes, dreams, and plans. Look for the growth within you and think about how you can cherish and nurture that. Bless the growth you see around you. So the Two of Wands indicates kind of Ace of Wands is the beginning of the idea. The Two of Wands is kind of casting it out there, going from just thinking about it to actually beginning to do it. The Maiden is saying it is a good time to do it. The Queen of Wands is putting those thoughts and ideas behind it, understanding that this is your destiny. You can do this. It's what you're called to do. What was this over here? You're on the right track. Yeah. Now, the journeyman is here with the hermit and firm foundation, and this Eight of Wands, which is rapid movement towards something or swift progress towards it. And we have the journeyman, which is independence, adventure, polishing of skills. And they also indicate travel. Uh, The journeyman or adventure, independence, travel, a long path ahead, we hope. This card speaks to the need to perfect skills in working and living, but it acknowledges having a sound grounding in the basics, optimistic, innocent, and willing to learn. Ongus also knows that intuition serves us well, but only if we pay attention to it. Sometimes we're operating from theory alone, and our knowledge may or may not be well grounded in reality. This card does not necessarily refer exclusively to beginnings, it can also signify a progression along a path, moving into the unknown from the known, a new phase in an ongoing process. The card may also represent untested concepts or ideas and suggest a need for balance between the intuitive and rational as one approaches the unknown. Consider where you're going. What are your long term goals? What are you doing that is helping you move toward them? Wow. These cards, the way they work together in this reading is kind of goosebumpy because, again, we saw where this period of introspection, is kind of withdrawal, is leading to this progress. We understand that you got some apprehension about it, but Spirit is basically saying, come on, you got it, we got you, come on. They're coaxing you along and understand that you're making this progress. Yes, hermit mode was here, but it was here for a reason. This is the foundation of the progress towards this birth, this new beginning, seeing where we stand and like make the next step in the progression of this transformation. And we end this reading with wisdom, the page of swords, the ace of wands, and the singer of connection. Now I do want to see what the singer is about. Yeah, this is your spiritual connection, karma, balance, and empathy. Though the power of through the power of this singer, all connections are made, held, and released as appropriate. In a reading, this singer indicates the connection of things, especially reconnecting those that have been sundered. It is unifying and reunifying. It tells us that we need to be aware of the connection between different aspects of the issue under discussion, as well as the connections between the people linked by it. We also may need to build more connections, a network of mutual support. The presence of the singer of connection in a reading indicates support and strength flowing through the connections between those involved. So, like I said, and with an ace, with the singer being here with the ace of wands, this is literally Spirit is connecting you to these issues. This page of swords, this swift action taker, and wisdom is saying that the time that has been spent here is not lost. It's taken as long as it's taken for a good reason. Out of the mess comes elegant order. You're getting your words together and creating your worlds so that you can deliver your greatest gift to the world. Now we're going to, I think I want a Metatron card on the way out of here and see what Metatron got to say. That's a lot. Wait a minute. Well, but looks like they're kind of appropriate here. That's again, but I've been reading for myself and for the collective now for a minute, but it never ceases to amaze me the way the cards come out. We have review and reflection, timeout needed, detach from drama, look up, indigo, mystery and mastery of life, and then beacon, shine on. So before, I've been doing them in numerical order. We're going to see. Actually, I still want to leave this one. I think we're going to do them a little bit different. Let's do detach from drama first, because take the highlights here. Whatever you're going through, whatever is weakening, challenging, and hurting you, is something that can be eased by changing mindset and stance. That's that whole out of the mess comes elegant order. Yeah. Nothing is made better by thinking negatively and overinflating what may feel dark or heavy. It's easy to get sucked into drama. This can be of your own making or it can be created by others. Doesn't matter where it originates from, the effect is the same, and that is to take you away from your own power and light. And I don't have to read all of this. Let me see. Truly, you have a choice whether to let others affect your energy. If you must face conflict with another, let Archangel Metatron place you under a dome shaped field of silver light that will bounce their energy back to them and not infiltrate your auric field. If you're the one who is addicted to drama, all you have to do is breathe deeply, look up to the sunlight rather than down to the ground, and open up to a new way forward. It can be learned at any time you seek it, a new behavior, habit, or positive change that transforms not just you, but the world in which you live. Detach now from anything that drains you energetically, any person who lowers you, or any situation that keeps you small. Even if you don't physically walk away, changing how you react and what you let into your personal space enables you to feel the sunlight, smell the flowers, be warm, and feel at peace with surroundings that are on your side, not against you. Start this practice now, and your reality can and will change. It also says this card also highlights the need to detach from drama in the world by those stuck in third dimensional energy, as well as being depleted by distressing news events. We are asked to simply hold the light. Yeah. Because you're creating something new, and not by paying attention to what's going on around you. Like I said, you're creating something probably out of, I don't want to say thin air, because there's an idea that's coming to you, but it may not look like what's actually in your presence. But we don't have to be so realistic in our expectations when we know we're creating. Review and reflection, time out needed. Card number 2 links to the moon, our subconscious self, the feminine energy, illumination, and reflection. Just as action is required at times in life, so is the need to stand back and review and reflect. Balance comes from learning that both are important and serve each other well. Success comes not from not rushing or trying to be first, but in taking time to plan, review, and create strategy to achieve your goals and desires. You are at a time right now where you're urged to momentarily stop and see how far you've come. The path of the wise one is to know when energy needs to be conserved, when to stop and take a breath, and when it's time for reflection. And that kind of goes back to this emotional withdrawal and the raw, along with this Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles situation. Now, 21, the mystery and mastery of life. Indigo holds mystery and beckons you into its embrace to reveal the meaning of existence and the meaning of you. You cannot discover yourself by staying only in the warm sunshine of life. You need the searching times of the dark night of the soul as well, and you need the deep dark midnight skies to shower you with starlight, reminding you of your place in the wider universe and the planets and star systems that carry aspects of your soul. You are of the stars, of moonlight, starlight, and galactic origins. Coming in as a child, you remain close to all that you've witnessed in this void before birth. You recall your God given power and the magnificence of all creation. As adults, we lose that connection in our senses and all that to our senses and all that is. We need to be as children once more, curious to explore and seek out new adventures and ask why, as a child does as it tries to make sense of its new world. There is so much to be studied, learned, and experienced in this vast place we call home. There are so many opportunities for soul growth and heart expansion. And it talks about paying attention to your dreams at this time and allowing daydreams and time to visualize as well. Like I said, because you are creating from that space. Time says note daydreams too, and allow time to visualize, to wish, and to believe in magic. Creating visions that are possible if we dare to dream them makes them come true. With indigo, this is done from a grounded state of being. Those drawn to this indigo ray are also comfortable carrying authority and have enough presence to see anything through. By searching for meaning, healing, and a connection back to ourselves and our origins, we gain the world, and the world gains the highest aspect of us. Sink into indigo's depth and mystical beauty and discover anew. And this is here, yeah, like I said, it talks about this firm foundation and delivering your greatest gift to the world, these hidden treasures. Wow. And our final card this evening is 44, the beacon. Shine on. Master number 44 energy is linked to the angels and to you as an earth angel too. You are reminded that you are a beacon of light to the world, a place of refuge for those in the dark, and a port of call in the storm. The world needs your light as never before. Look at the raging sea of humanity struggling to free itself from thousands of years of pain, so many holding up their hands for help, and so many drowning because they find no one signaling the way home back to their own inner light. How are we to create mass awakening and change without people like you to help us? If you realize the power of your light, you would turn it up, not try to hide it. If you saw how many needed it, you would offer it fully. If you could see the difference your light makes to every single person you touch, you would never again doubt your true calling. You ask, but how and where and when? You block the light in you by waiting for the right time, the right circumstance, the right moment, when it is actually about just shining. Through difficult days and happy days, just shine, as you never know when it is needed and by whom. It will be noticed. It will be picked up on, and it will transmit its frequency to the right person and call forth the act of service that is needed from you. To be a beacon of light for others is to be noticed and to stand out. You cannot shine slightly. You either shine or you don't. And you do, and you will, and your light matters. It always has. You have a role just as much as anyone else. You ask, but how can the world ever change? It is by each person shining so bright that eventually the darkness diminishes. But the world needs many of you. No one can do it alone. You're all reflections of each other, building a much bigger light than you can ever imagine. Beacons lit around the world, switched on, active, joining together, feeding each other. When one person's light gets low, it is recharged by the next light beside it. Just keep passing the light and keep and being the light. That is your role and your mission, and the angels and Metatron thank you for it. Without light workers on the ground, nothing is possible, but with each of you in place, everything is, and a new dawn can be born for the world and every living being within it. So shine your light. Wow. And that, dear one, is your greatest gift to the world. I mean, and I get it. We all have other side missions, and you may have things that you specifically want to manifest, and certain heart projects, passion projects that have been put in your heart. And by all means, do those too. But first and foremost, your first duty as a chosen one is to shine your light. That, dear one, is your greatest gift to the world. That, dear loved ones, is your reading. I do thank you. This was absolutely beautiful. I thank you for allowing me to read for you. If you benefited from it and this resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you know someone that it would benefit from this beautiful word of encouragement from Spirit as well, be sure to share it with them. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. And until next time, family, take care of yourselves. Peace and blessings to you. I love you so much. Namaste.